What would you give to achieve complete happiness, free from stress, totally fulfilled and at peace with yourself?
I didn't really expect anything. I wanted it to be a unique and unknown experience.
I remember being quite nervous but quite excited as well, of just not really knowing what's going to happen.
Because I had no clue. I was specifically told, don't look up any internet, don't say anything, just let that surprise you.
The candidate for Freemasonry is introduced to the symbolic structure by participating in the ritual dramas called degrees through which Freemasonry communicates its teaching. These are a little like the mystery plays of the Middle Ages and are directly comparable with the stages through which candidates progressed in the Eleusinian mysteries in ancient Greece.
I remember being led by the arm. I remember being terribly nervous. I remember having this strange sense of detachment.
But going into that, I put my complete and utter trust in everyone there and went through it feeling safe and secure.
I was terrified. Scared is just a little word. I was all terrified. I was shaking because I was blindfolded and there was a dagger over here. So it was definitely scary, but then it was strangely comfortable.
A candidate for initiation is blindfolded. We take him or her from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, in this case, knowledge of him or herself. The blindfold is not to stop him seeing the people and objects around him, but rather to focus his attention inward into himself.
But one particular thing that struck me in my initiation is when I came to the door and what happened to me when I approached the door. And that would never leave me, because that gave me a very high realization that what I'm about to approach into is something I need to take seriously.
Probably through the first circumambulation I relaxed. And that relaxation was probably the most transformative moment in the ritual for me.
During the initiation, different emotions being around me and through me, and it was a really amazing experience. And I remember that night I went home and I felt exhausted, but exhausted with sort of energy, and I slept incredibly well that night.
And it does teach you how to trust essentially yourself. Because without self-trust, trusting others is very difficult, loving others is very difficult, and once you realise that, the world opens up for you in a very different way.
When you start to understand understand why was it done, why the particular thing was done, why the clothes were like that, why you had to do this, do that, and it carries so a deeper meaning. It felt nice to go through all the such a intense process.
The symbol we use for the path to self-knowledge is the point in the centre of a circle. Around the circumference of this circle, a lot of movement and noise is possible. But the nearer we get to the centre, the calmer, quieter things become, until, when we are truly at the centre, we can be at peace and know ourselves. If you would like to join, don't wait to be asked. Approach your local branch of Le Droit Humain and knock on the door of the temple.